the idea is that you join meetings, and the meetings are all listed on the events link here.
Okay.
And we have 8 meetings a month, Matamwa. So there are meetings, many meetings to join from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So, for example, tomorrow we have the role of the chairman and the relationship between the chairman and the chief exec. This is hosted by a member, John Hart. Everybody registers on the platform. And once you've registered, this is very popular. We have nearly 30 people registered for this. Once you register, you can see who else is attending.
Okay.
So this list is a list of members and a few guests that are coming to the session. So as you see, we have a long list for him tomorrow of people joining that session. And so that's how you meet people on the Zoom sessions. And then on Zoom, everybody introduces themselves.
Okay.
And everybody puts their email or contact details in the chat box so you can follow up with people.
Yeah.
And the way it works is that either an individual chair like yourself joins, or we also have networks that will join if they're the right kind of network. So we're just targeting board directors really. So board directors, chairs, chief execs, non-execs and entrepreneurs. These kind of people to join.
That's right.
And I mean, you say you have a network, and that might be a possibility that we could talk about the network option, but I shall show you what it, how it works and what it costs. This is a link on the website as well, Matamwa. So we are, so far actually, we have 637 people on the platform, and everybody, that's from all over the world. So we're just mainly UK, because we only went international a year ago with lockdown. But about 10% so far outside of the UK.
Okay.
But we've just done a deal with Sweden, for example, on climate change, and they're bringing a whole group of Swedish people in, for example. So, so everybody meets on the Zoom meetings, and you can join up to 8 a month of those. And they're not webinars, they are engaged discussions, much like we're having. So there may be a short presentation on a subject, but it's around the discussion where you get the opportunity to get to know people.
Mm-hmm.
And we also do business networking as well. So this was a Dubai meeting in 2019 at the Capital Club in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Dubai meeting last year, of course. All belonging to Andrew here, he's in Dubai, hosting from Dubai. We actually have a South African host, Matamwa, a guy called Pavlo Fidaitis. I don't know whether you've come across him. But he hosts some entrepreneurship sessions from Joburg. I think he's in Joburg, but anyway, from South Africa. So basically, it's the opportunity to meet other senior business people online through the Zoom sessions and with the platform as well. And we have something like 300 testimonials now. And the cost is, for an individual person, $399 plus VAT if relevant. Corporate memberships and network partners, well, from 1,000, from $399. So that includes the, if you sign as a corporate member, we can put logos and links on our website. So that's basically how it works, that people join the sessions from all over the world. We have a discussion. People follow up with those people that interest them. Oh, this is your colleague, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ayanda?
Yeah, Ayanda, that's right.
And Ayanda works with you on which business? Hi, hi Ayanda. Ayanda, hello. Ah, I can't quite hear you yet. I think it's just taking a time to connect. Can you
All
hear
right.
us now?
I can hear you now.
Yes, hello, Ayanda.
Hello.
Said you were going to join. I just outlined it, but I'm happy to go over it again quickly. What's your relationship? You work together on one of the businesses, or what do you do, Ayanda?
Well, I met Dr. Mawiri through one of my acquaintances, a young man called Tolani.
Okay.
And that's when I picked up that Professor Mawiri has got an online platform that he's using. And we have got an entity called Sims Cooler, which previously we used to do training for organizations in all industries. But
Right.
now, because of the COVID-19 changes, we thought that, joining with Professor Mawiri and using our information that we already have and converting to something that we can use online would be to both our advantage. Hence, that's where we came in.
Okay, and he mentioned to you about the Chairman's Network, presumably. And
Yes, he did.
yes, okay. Matawi, shall I go through it again for Ayanda, just how it works?
I think we can, since we are recording it, you can pay the penalty for not coming on time.
I've got homework to do.
Okay, so very quickly, Ayanda, you join an event here on Zoom, and that's how you meet people. And it's international, more so since 1 year. We used to be Dubai and UK, and now, of course, we have members joining from all over the world. And we're just targeting this community: board directors, chair, chief exec, founder, entrepreneur, non-exec. So these people are the people that can make decisions around their businesses. That's the logic of that. And everybody meets on the events that are here. I was saying to Mutamwa, we have a Joburg host, actually, a guy called Pavlo Fidaitis, who's hosting a series on entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So we've just promoted the first session, which I think is in May. Well, the cost to join is £399. I'm not sure what that is in Rand for the year. So we're not very expensive for an individual membership. Any questions from either of you about this?
Yeah, the way I'm seeing it is we call it a circle or a community.
Yes.
And the biggest challenge we have is that literacy around corporate matters.
Yes.
What is a director? What is a shareholder?
Right.
What is a company? So we have a group called What is a Company? And we have different professionals, directors, and you can tell the confusion that lies there.
Right, I can imagine.
And some people think shareholders own companies. Some say companies are vehicles to deliver a promise. And directors have a duty to the company, not necessarily to the shareholders alone. But it is the company that they serve.
I can see that you have a big...
So in terms of...
I can see that you have a big...
In terms of building capacity, we can link up with you and Sims Cooler. Sims would then be able to recruit directors in Africa, and then we then make them join, and we then have a partnership with Chairman's Network. so that the workshops that we do, we can have a global faculty, and the people,
Well, indeed.
you can have African directors, African chairpersons, like his father is a director, chairman, shareholder in one. So we could then have tomorrow's session, Ayanda, you can invite
Yes.
your father to the chairman and CEO relationship.
The
Because,
next call after this meeting is to him, actually.
yeah. So
Well, we have one space left for that tomorrow. We are almost up to the maximum we have on one session is 30.
So how many do you
But,
so far?
and in fact, John is hosting this from Melbourne in Australia. We have all these discussion subjects around boards and businesses. So this is diversity, this is partnering, this is about EV, electric vehicles, this is networking, and this again is diversity again, how to improve boardroom decision making. So lots of business discussions and also subjects. This is, IoT, about Internet of Things here, IoT. So we do have quite an experienced network, Matawe, which is good. It's people, people like you guys. So we don't have many that don't understand the concept of what a business is. So just to share that with you. And also we don't have many African members yet. Of course, we're working on this, but the majority of our members are in Europe at the moment, with a few all over the world. But of course, you're both very welcome to join, and then we could talk about a partnership going forwards if it's something that you found useful. What do you think?
No, what I was thinking is more like a partnership with our network, and then we agree on pricing and marketing, and then we can focus on the African dimension of it.
Okay, we have a partnership model. The second link on the website, which is how to optimize our networks.
That's right.
So basically, we overlap one network, which retains its own identity. So the Swedish group is called We Don't Have Time. So the Swedish group retains We Don't Have Time, but there's an overlap with our members who are interested in, this is about global climate change and global warming. And so they join as partners, network partners, which is this short presentation. And then we have their brand on our homepage. And the sessions are the same sessions, just with people joining from all over the world. So the same sessions, but you can host a session on a subject as well. So this was People, Planet and Profit. So this is a past session that we did. And we offer a commission share. If anybody joins our network, we offer £50 commission to any members that you find in Africa for us, or anywhere really, but in Africa. So we give you a special code and you can promote it, but it does need to be promoted to the, the owners and the chairs and the entrepreneurs. And that's broadly how it works.
Yeah.
You can join as an individual member or corporate member for that. It depends whether you want your logo on the homepage or not. It basically could, it has to be a win-win that both of our networks benefit. So it's the second link on the on the homepage if you want to look at this.
And
present-
if you want to be a partner, how much is that? $3.99 or what?
Well, you can join as an individual and we can still do the partnership, but really you want it's £1,000 to have your logo and link on the homepage. So if I can go back to that, I don't know where that, let me just go back to Chen's network, which I think is here. Right, so for the homepage, if you want the logo and link here. So this is corporate members, and this is network partners, which is the area that might be of interest to you. So if you want your logo here, then that's £1,000. But you can also join as an individual and we can still have the same arrangement. So we haven't got the Swedish group here yet because I'm waiting for them to send me the logo, but that should appear before long. And that's really how it works, that we work together. We would, promote, if you're in Africa, you might want to join your network if it's, but ours is an international business network. So the opportunity to meet people all over the world. And if you look at this again and look at chairmansnetwork.com, if you look at the testimonials, we have about 300 testimonials and feedback from events here. So we have lots of good news in there about how it's working for people. We have a few African members that might not be in Africa, and then we have a host who's in South Africa, Pavlo Fiditis. So he's going to start bringing more of his.
I know Pablo.
Do you know Pavlo?
Well, he's quite a public figure. So.
Yes, he is. He's great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. Yeah. So he's hosting one session a month, Ayanda, for 9 months. So we've just promoted his first session, which is that's the wrong link, which is in May. Upcoming events. So yeah, you can join that one if you. So he's in May. What date's Pablo then?
No, because I know Pablo from. He used to have a slot on one of the radio stations where he was promoting entrepreneurship. That's where his name is in my head.
Yeah. So here's why this is his first one. Why a single strategy always wins. 20th of May. So that's the first one of this next series of entrepreneurship sessions. So yeah. So right.
Now, this platform would give us access to Africa because that's where we want to go, not just South Africa, but the entire African continent. So this connects us with people outside our country.
Well, it could do, but we don't have many African members yet, Ayanda, just to be clear. It's all possible. Attract people in the same business. So that's something that's down the line that we could certainly do.
Yes.
But I think it is unique in the opportunity to connect business people internationally. That's a unique opportunity, I think, that we have. And therefore, we're looking to get suitable members from all over the world. Anybody that speaks English and can sign on at either 11 or 2. So that excludes the West Coast of America because the timing is too difficult. But apart from that, lots of the world does come into, 10 till 4 in the UK time. So I think, and in fact, in Africa, you're only about an hour or 2 hours difference, I think, from us. So I don't think that's a problem. Take another look at the site with your chief exec, perhaps, maybe discuss it in more detail. We're on info. You can use a contact form here, or you can use, I think it's info. Contact form or info at to get to us, and we can figure it out from there. But in fact, if you decide to join, you join on the platform here. And if you're I'm already signed in, but there's a link saying join as a member, join as a chairman. So Matamwa would join as a chairman because he is. But if you've not been a chairperson, then you would join as a member. Yeah.
No.
So really, that's how it works. But any problem with that, we can help, obviously.
Okay. No, Caroline, from what I've seen for the time being, especially on the development side, I mean, whether you are in Africa or you are in Europe, as long as it's a developing country, there are a lot of synergies there. So some of the strategies that we may come up with may be applicable not only in our country. So that's where
we have many members, Ayanda, that have worked in Africa or have African connections. So, we've got quite a few executives that have been global executives, and they've worked all over the world. So you never know what that can bring you if you make a relationship with someone who's got some African connections. So it is about who you know and building some relationships, really.
Yes. Yeah, that's something I should learn from my old man as well. He spent most of his time abroad than being at home because it was all about networking.
Yes.
And he's bearing the fruits for it now.
Yeah.
He's enjoying the rewards. Yeah.
Exactly. So any more questions for me? I think we've got Matamwa back, but Matamwa, do you have any more questions for me? Or Ayanda, do you have anything that you need to clarify?
I just need to read more about the network and everything it offers.
Yes.
Then I can discuss it with our CEO Lot and Professor Mawiri.
Yes. Okay, that's lovely. All right, I think we may have lost Professor Mawiri. I'm not sure whether.
Because I can see he's there, but he's muted.
Yes, I think he's muted. I'll ask to unmute just in case. Maybe he's on the phone again. Okay, well, that's great, Ayanda. So you can contact us on info@, and you can contact us on one of these links here. And if you have any questions, be very interesting to get more people from Africa to join the Chairman's Network. That is what we would like to achieve. So that would be great if you can help us with that.
Yeah, and I have a few leaders of industry that I've got in mind that I want to make them aware of this Chairman's Network.
That would be great.
So, good work.
So this is the target audience, so long as they are this kind of profile of person.
Believe me, they are way more senior and have got much better profiles than me.
Yeah, well, I'm not just doing that. I mean, we have some young entrepreneurs in their 20s because, of course, they need some experienced connections, some people with more experience than them. And then, of course, we have chairs who are in their 70s and they've been doing it for years. So we're quite happy with that. Everybody's treated the same. It's a completely equal platform for them from the networking point of view. So there's no hierarchy. It's a flat structure, which I like about it, really. So so that's it, really. So unless Professor Mawere wants to say anything else, shall we finish the session? We can always have another session if you have questions, or your colleagues have questions, Diana. Or we can bring we could bring a group of your African connections together and have a session with all of them, potentially.
Yes, that is something to think on, Caroline. But looking at your platform here, it's very user friendly. So what I like is that if I've got questions, the platform is there for me to ask.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm trying to make it quite simple. It's not a complicated thing to understand.
No, it's quite a good interface.
Just networking, really, but trying to keep it to the sort of senior team, really.
Yes.
So very good to meet you both, and I think Mawere may be able to hear me, but thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Now, on my side, definitely, I'm interested in this.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, and
Thank you, Caroline.
See you again soon.
Okay, thank you very much. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Jesus. Who is this?